Today we're collecting from several of our mini claw machines on my route. Let's go ahead and start here at this Charlie's Philly cheesesteak. Let's go ahead and take our plush out of our new collection bag. There, I got that actually at Harbor Freight, and it's been working so good so far. Let's go ahead and open this product door up and go ahead and fill it up with some new product. There we go, we got some Super Mario plush in there along with some Pikachu heads. A great selection, something that everyone will want to win. Let's go ahead and open this up, and a pretty decent amount in quarters there. I'd estimate about $20. That is so good in quarters. For some reason in my area, it's not so quarter heavy. I see in other mini claw collections that is a lot of places are actually more quarters than dollar bills, but in my area that doesn't seem to be the case. But $20 is pretty good for the week on quarters. Let's go ahead and get the bottom drawer opened up and get to the cash. And a pretty decent stack in there on the bottom. It has done better in the past weeks, but anyway, let's go ahead and shovel this money in to our DeWalt bag. Let's go ahead and keep grabbing handfuls, and it looks like we've got the rest of it. And there was a pretty decent stack in there. Let's go ahead and close this up. This location made $191 for the week. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and move on to one of my brand new locations. This is my first time collecting from here, and it was totally wiped out on product. We got it all filled up, looking nice up there. Let's go ahead and get to the quarters first, if we can get this open. There we go. And that is absolutely stacked. Probably another $20 there. This location seems to be like one of my best. So it was a great idea to move it from that liquor store, if you remember, or a convenience store. It was making like $2 a week. So this is definitely an upgrade. Let's go ahead and put the coin drawer back and move on to the dollar bills. And this blew me away. That is crazy, all stacked up there. And there was even a lot of $5 bills in there too, as you can see on the top there. There's a lot more buried within this. It was absolutely stacked with money. This location, it just blew me away. Like I said, first time collecting from here, so I really didn't know what to expect. But this is gonna be one of my top performers. Let's go ahead and keep grabbing handfuls from this location. And I felt kind of awkward because a lot of the servers were just watching me. They must have played it a lot, but as you can see, another $5 bill in there. And you love to see $5 bills. It's different from the $1 bills. It's like a little prize in there. Let's go ahead and grab the last one. Let's go ahead and show you that money and close the door here. This location made $243 for its first week at this location. Let's go ahead and move on to our next location, a Mexican restaurant. And as you can see, the playing field is down a little bit, not like our other locations, but it is still pretty good. About half the product is in there from the last week. But let's go ahead and put in some mini squashmallows along with Luigi plush. I will link this all below where you can get the product you see on screen. Nice little mix in there, some Pokemon plush. It is just a great variety, I think. If you guys have any suggestions of what I should put in the machine, please do so. I'm not afraid of criticism, so please just give me your harsh criticism of what I should put in the machines if you think something's wrong. And let's go ahead and snap and fill it all up. That looks very good. Let's go ahead and close that up and move on to the coins. And a little bit of quarters in there, nothing like our last location, but still not terrible, about $3 in there in quarters. Let's go ahead and get down here to the dollar bills. And a little stack in the bottom. Actually, it was a decent amount. It all kind of stacked up on the bottom like this. As you can see, the $10 bill right there. That was really cool to see. You don't get those much. And there was actually another $10 bill in there too, along with the 5. So it was a lot more than you actually see there. We got 2 more 5s there. This location actually ended up being $95 with those bigger dollar bills. So a little bit deceiving when we opened that, but it did pretty good for the week. Let's go ahead and move on here to our next location. This is a chicken restaurant, and it is absolutely depleted of plush. Let's go ahead and fill it up. That looks good there. Let's go ahead and move on here to the coins. This location usually does about $60 a month, or a week, I should say. But pretty decent there on quarters. I'd say about $15 to $20 there in quarters. This location is quarter heavy, It's probably the location I get the most quarters from, so that is good to see that it was all stacked up on quarters. Let's go ahead and get here to the dollar bills, and a little stack in there, nothing too great. But we did have 2 $5 bills in there, so that was really good to see. Let's go ahead and put the cassette on the back of the machine. This location did better this week. It made $70 for the week. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and move on for our last location of the day. This is another Mexican restaurant. Let's go ahead and fill it up. And that just looks great in there with a Mario plush. Let's go ahead and get here to the quarters. And not great on the quarters, maybe about $5 in there. This location usually does about 10, so that is a little concerning. But let's go ahead and see if the cash redeems it. There we go. Let's go ahead and crack off this cassette. And a nice little stack in there. Let's go ahead and pull this out, fan it out. I tried to actually do it with one hand, but it wasn't working out while filming. But there we go. We got it on the ground there. We got 2 $5 bills. This week was really good for bigger bills. Usually I'm used to only like maybe 10 5s a collection, but this time we had 20, so I don't know why everyone was putting that in there, but it's great for me. So a nice little stack in there, and this is one of my better locations, so that is really good to see. That location made $89 for the week, bringing our total collected from the 5 locations for the week to $688. That is amazing. My goal was always $100 per location, so we totally blew that out of the water. Very, very good collection this week. Thank you guys so much for sticking all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.